Of the weekend markets and what to expect next week with Leanne Jones from Bell Direct.
The ASX 200 has in flat close down 2.2% for the week. It really was weighed down by a number of issues, most notably those ongoing geopolitical tensions over in the Ukraine and Russia, but we also did see some soft data coming through locally. It does look like we are seeing this correction that we were all anticipating. It looks like Australian shares are off about 3.5% from their recent highs. Over in the US, we are continuing to see some strong economic data coming through. However, this is raising some concerns around the fact that the Fed may look to start tightening monetary policy. We're also continuing to see some strong earnings reports coming through. Of the 90% of companies that have reported so far, about 75% have in fact beaten on expectations. Over in the Eurozone, we did see some soft data coming through. We saw a fall in Germany's factory output as well as Italy's GDP. And as expected, the ECB has left rates on hold. Over in China, we saw some soft services data as well as trade balance data coming through today, which provided some fairly mixed signals. We saw a huge surplus of $47.3 billion with a double-digit gain in exports, but some weaker imports coming through. And of course, finally in Australia, we did see some fairly disappointing data coming through, particularly that unemployment rate, which spiked to 6.4%. The trade deficit still remains quite large, and we did see that June quarter retail sales dropping off about 0.2%. However, today we did see that housing finance data coming through, which was a little stronger and still providing some strength in the fact that we are seeing a recovery on track in that housing sector. The worst performers this week being that IT space, down 3.9%, as well as financials down 3%. Having a look at the week ahead, Australia's profit reporting season really will start to ramp up with about 36 companies due to report. Of particular note, we have on Monday Bendigo and Adelaide Bank, as well as JB Hi-Fi. On Tuesday, we have GPT and UGL. Wednesday, CBA and Suncorp. On Thursday, we have Telstra. And then on Friday, we have Crown. In terms of the economic data, on Tuesday, we have business confidence and June quarter house prices. On Wednesday, we have consumer sentiment and wages growth. Over in China, we have retail sales, industrial production and fixed asset investments. And of course, over in the US, we'll also receive retail sales data through. And then finally, on Friday, we have US industrial and manufacturing production through. So certainly another big week ahead. I do expect to continue seeing some further losses that we are continuing to see, which really is leading this correction. But we do think that any dip that we do see should be seen as a buying opportunity for investors, given the fact that the underlying fundamentals within the share market still remain very strong.